As an LADWP customer, you will more than likely be on one of two rate plans. You'll either be on the standard residential rate plan or the time of use residential rate plan. Both of these rate plans are billed every other month under LADWP. On the standard rate plan, LADWP will bill you in 3 tiers. In each tier, you are given a certain allotment of kilowatt hours to use, which are referred to as baselines. In Tier 1, you will be charged the least, and in Tier 3, you will be charged the most. When you reach the allotment for Tier 1, you will then start using your Tier 2 allotment. When you reach the allotment for Tier 2, all of the additional energy you use will be charged at the Tier 3 rate. LADWP updates their rates quarterly. The rates at which you will be charged are consistent throughout all of LADWP's coverage area on this rate plan, however the baselines and tiers are not. There are 2 zones in LADWP's coverage area. This is determined by your zip code. In Zone 1, your Tier 1 baseline is your first 350 kilowatt hours, your Tier 2 is your next 700, and your Tier 3 is any additional energy you use. Since LADWP bills you every other month, your baselines are essentially double this. In Zone 2, your Tier 1 baseline is your first 500 kilowatt hours, your Tier 2 your next 1000, and then your Tier 3 is any additional energy you use. Again, since you are billed once every 2 months, your baselines are effectively twice as much. Here's an example breakdown if you use 2800 kilowatt hours over a 2-month billing cycle in Zone 1. The lowest Tier 1 rate will be charged for the first 700 kilowatt hours. The higher Tier 2 rate will be charged at your next 1400. And finally, your last 700 kilowatt hours will be charged at the highest Tier 3 rate. That's how the breakdown works with this tier structure. On the time of use rate plan, LADWP will charge you different rates based on the time of day and year you use your energy. There are 3 periods during the day: high peak, which is Monday through Friday between 1 and 5 p.m., low peak, which is Monday through Friday between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m., and also between 5 p.m. and 8 p.m., and base, which is everything else, which is Monday through Friday from 8 p.m. to 10 a.m. and all day Saturday and Sunday. In the summer months, the high peak rate will be much higher than the base and low peak rate to match the demand on the grid. In the winter months, the rates will be much closer in price. When LADWP reaches their net metering cap and switches to NEM 2.0, all new solar customers will switch over to time of use rate plans. In 2019, all customers, whether they've gone solar or not, will switch to time of use rate plans as well. Here's an example breakdown if you use 2800 kilowatt hours over a 2-month billing cycle in June of 2016. Since high peak is during the day, if you're not home, you would hardly use any energy during this high demand period, which is again 1 to 5 on weekdays. You'd likely be home for a decent amount of time during the low peak hours of 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. on those weekdays, which is a much lower rate than your high peak. Most of your energy usage, however, would come on base, which is at night, early in the mornings, and on weekends. There's also a $10 charge per bill on this account. You can see how the breakdown could be very beneficial depending on what time of day you consume the most energy.